Hello, welcome to Projects in Dad's Garage. Out here working on a few things this weekend. Got a long weekend for Martin Luther King Day, and figured I'd take the opportunity to get some stuff done around here. So we're going to be in pegboard right along in there. So I'm moving stuff. I had the power tools, move them over here. Not thrilled with the location, not exactly convenient for me to get to, but it's alright. Move some drywall stuff up there. I don't do much with that anymore unless somebody calls me to come do a little job for them or something. So we are going to move that down there. Then we're going to move that over there. Move the power strip down and put a 2x4 piece of pegboard there. Now, pegboard, surprisingly cheap. Went and picked some up this morning. I don't know, when I looked at it before, I thought it was a lot more than it was. So 4x6 3/16 thick piece, $9. If you bought a 4x8 sheet, it was like $20 for a full sheet. I could have got 4 of them out of it, but Menards doesn't cut lumber for you, so I couldn't do anything with that. I just had the car with me, so doing that. And so the expensive part for pegboard is lumber. 2x4s to put behind it. Even if you cut one down to 2x2s, or you buy some 1x furring strips, like, lumber's stupid expensive. So with the 3D printing stuff, we 3 standoffs for it. So got one here, and simple, snaps on, and then you run your screw through the front, holds it off the wall. Another thing too that I thought was far more expensive than it was some parts and hooks and stuff for it. I think it was $6 for 50 pieces of it. Now there's a lot of stuff I want to put up there: multimeter, some calipers, whatnot, that their stuff is not going to work for, but we'll be 3D printing some stuff for it. Custom holders. One thing I gotta figure out is if any of you guys have seen the flag on the workbench, I gotta figure out someplace else to move that to. That was my father's flag, so to keep that around. He's the one that's responsible for getting me started doing all sorts of stuff. Started out when I was a wee little baby, littler than Zippy is. So working on 71 Nova with him and whatever other cars we happen to have, but we didn't have many. Actually, let's see. My parents had a AMC Eagle when I was born, and they had that until I was 6 or 7, and then got 1990 Ford Taurus, or Ford Tempo, sorry, not even a Taurus, Ford Tempo. And they had that until my father passed away. And of course the 71 Nova, but that's a rough story for another day. Yeah. Heck, I mean, in the last 2 years, I think my mom's had more vehicles than they had my entire life growing up. So, yeah. 27 years, 2 cars. So, that's always nice. That was if you couldn't pay cash for it, you didn't need it. So, and if it was broke, you fixed it. yeah. So anyway, enough with that. Another thing we did today, picked up a inexpensive infrared heater or radiant heater, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, from Rural King. So last winter I ran 220 out here and put this little shop heater, and found it from somebody on the Facebook Marketplace. Put that in, and it does all right with warming it up. It's not going to be hot out here. It's 30 degrees outside today, and it's got it to 55 in here. If it gets below 40 outside, it has a hard time keeping up. It might get it up to 50 in here. When it was stupid cold a few weeks ago, right around Christmas, it was 0 degrees outside, negative 10 degrees outside. Like, there was no way. I think I managed to get it up to 30 in here or something like that, because I needed to get a couple things done, and the printers wouldn't run. I had to alter firmware and everything else to get those to run when it was that cold. But we're able to do that, and it worked for that. I had to jump start the Ender with a heat gun, so that was fun. Well, that's on Klipper now. So you just alter the firmware on that one if I need to ever again. But anyway, so the radiant heaters, if you're not familiar with them, don't necessarily heat the air. They heat you. So it's aimed at me here at my workbench. Keep me nice and warm. But it doesn't have to heat up the garage. So it uses a lot less power. More efficient for keeping me warm while I'm sitting here working on some stuff. And, well, here's what it is. I was surprised how inexpensive it was. Little desktop space heater from Walmart costs more than that thing does, and this thing does the trick for what I needed to do. So I can't complain there. So I'm going to try to finish up the garage out here today. Get the pegboard installed, and maybe some organization done today. But tomorrow we're going to start working on getting tap installed in the 2.4 and CAN bus. Hopefully I'll have somebody that can do some filming, because it's kind of not fun just sitting here making a video after the fact. Like, y'all don't care. Like, you want to see something being done, and I get it. That's why I watch stuff too, to see stuff being done. So hopefully I can recruit one of the girls to come out and make some videos. The older one kind of enjoys it, gets a kick out of it. So hopefully she'll come out, do some recording. Gives her and I a chance to hang out, which is really what this is all about. So we'll do that and try to make some content for you guys. Gotta rip the pancake stepper that I put into the Ender out though, because the one that I got for the Clockwork 2 on the 2.4 is the 17mm thick one, which gets pretty warm, as I understand it, when you're pushing faster print times. So I'm going to switch that with the one that's in the Ender, which is the 20mm one, because 20mm one's the correct one you're supposed to use. It doesn't have that overheating issue, and the Ender, despite having clipper on it, still prints stupid slow because it's an Ender at the end of the day. You're limited by cheap stepper motors and not the most precise motion system, but it did give me internet connection to the printer, which is what I really wanted, and it was a fun project, something to do, especially while I was off for a week with Christmas shutdown. Gave me something to do. Anyway, I will see if maybe the girls want to come out, hang out, and we can get some footage installing the pegboard and doing some of this other work. If so, I'll see you in a few minutes and this video will be longer. If not, then I thank you if you watched all the way to this point. Like, subscribe, it helps me out a little bit. And have a great day.